trust and rebuild trust. That is the topic for this video today. And here are the 4 components of trust and rebuilding trust. Number 1 is be reliable. Number 2 is to be honest. Number 3 is to listen. And number 4 is integrity. Trust, rebuild trust. That's what we're talking about. Let's go.
Call me Coach V.
Reliable, honest, listen, and integrity. But before we get into that in terms of trust and rebuild trust, let's do a premise. Let's just premise this entire aspect of trust, rebuild trust, in terms of also just giving you some ahead value before we get on how to trust and rebuild trust. Just my premise and my notions, my experiences that have come from being around over 28 industries, speaking and or training or being their corporate coach, success coach, with my one-on-one clients, as well as my group clients that I coach in terms of smaller groups. And here is the premise and experience it is that I'd love to add value to this video on trust and rebuild trust. Number 1 is to trust yourself, in which case I teach and train both with the professionals and the adults it is that I work with, as well as when I volunteer in my nonprofit, Invictus Youth Foundation, with the champions in my community, in terms of this confidence in yourself, to believe in yourself. Is that how is it that anybody else is going to trust you, me, and we if we don't trust and or believe in ourselves? So that is premise number 1, is trust yourself. Believe in yourself. In which case, this Coach V belief code that I just alluded to, that I teach and train and coach adults as well as youth in my nonprofit, is this. Say to yourself this: I believe in me. What I believe will be. To respect all and to fear nothing, and that I will not be bullied and the bully will not be me. I believe in me, and what I believe will be. That belief is the trust in yourself. And people can see confident people according to their performance and their execution, and they put that together and they trust a certain individual and or group or company or brand. But people that don't trust themselves or believe in themselves, not only can they not execute and perform on a high level, but other people can sense that and feel that from you, me, and we, that when we don't believe and or trust in ourselves, there is no way that they're going to engage with us, do business with us, interact for the community with us, or really have any value or see a value in having a relationship with us. So number 1 in terms of the premise is to believe in yourself and trust in yourself. Number 2 is understanding that trust is earned. Yes, you, me, and we must give trust and respect to others freely, especially initially when you first start to engage or start a relationship with someone. But you, me, and we must understand that trust is something that is earned. No one is going to give us success. No one is going to give us respect. No one is going to trust us. We must earn it. And the good thing about trust is earned in terms of this premise for trust and rebuild trust is that we have every opportunity to be able to earn trust by others. And it may not happen as quickly it is that you, me, and we want in terms of getting customers, getting clients, having traction within the marketplace and getting market share in what it is that we're trying to do, because the market and people, they want to see your value. But when you earn that trust, you want to talk about momentum, creating a flow, creating synergy. The landscapes and the dynamics change for you, me, and we when we're able to do that. And number 3 is just understanding something that I noted that I wanted to really just read word for word from what it is that is my daily journal that I use and write my thoughts on things. And this is really what I've experienced. Is number 3 is standardization and bureaucracy are forms of control that erode trust and inspiration. So once it is that someone proves that they can do something at a very high level, perform and execute that, don't micromanage. But for all those people it is that I had to learn the hard way, not saying the word micromanage people, I still believe in that. When I go to state agencies and federal agencies, they believe in training. So don't micromanage people, which is what I'm talking about. Is don't micromanage people and trust people that have had the training and they need to learn and grow is by trusting them. So you, me, and we don't erode people's performance and their inspiration by standardization and building of bureaucracies that's really focused on control of the person versus allowing them to roam and go. So that's really the premise of this aspect of trust and rebuild trust. Is believe in yourself and trust yourself. Number 2 is trust must be earned. And number 3 is, hey, stop already with the standardization and bureaucracy. If you've trained someone, don't micromanage them, but also at the same time, micromanage them until they can get there. Train them if you don't like the word micromanage in your industry or what it is that you do for your city, your county, or your corporation, okay? But then give them the development and training and then let them run. And then now to the main point of what it is that we're talking today in terms of trust and rebuild trust are these 4 aspects of reliable, honest, listen, and integrity. So let's start with the first one, reliable. Number 1, right? Like really do what you say, be prompt, show up on time, not 40 minutes early when they're not ready for you and they're with someone else. Be on time in terms of being prompt. 5 to 10 minutes early. Be ready so when your appointment time comes up, do what you say, do what you committed to. That's what's being reliable. Trust is really focused on that. When a person does what they say, they show up on time, they're actually prepared for the meeting, bring all of the aspects and the valuables that are needed to make sure that the meeting runs, or you bring the product or the service it is that you said you were going to provide. Reliability. So if you've lost trust, to rebuild trust, or you're trying to really just focus on building trust, rebuilding trust, either or, be reliable. Do what you say. Be ready and prepared. Make sure you show up on time. Number 2 is to be honest. Don't fluff it up. Don't promote it for something bigger than it is or smaller than it is, or give misinformation or lie about the who, what, where, when, how, and why. Just be real. That's what number 2 is in terms of trust and rebuild trust. It's just to be honest, tell the truth, keep it real, keep it 100. Things move a lot better when you're working with other people, when we operate on that level of keeping it real, keep it 100, right? And be honest. Number 3 now is to listen. This is a game changer in terms of trust. Because when people feel that it is just a one-way road, that you are the boss and all you do is tell, command. This is what we're doing. This is the standard. This is how we're going to do it. But when you ask a question, the empowerment in that is amazing. The trust that increases is amazing when you say, what do you think about this situation? How should we do it? Listen. Oh, I like that. And let them roll. So that is number 3, is to listen. And number 4 is integrity. So I always get asked, what's the difference between character and integrity to you? Character to me is the knowledge of things. The knowledge of what it is that you believe in, who it is that you are, what direction you're going, and the difference between right and wrong. Integrity now is a game changer because now your actions reflect what you know. That is what integrity is to me. So the action, the daily habits, the daily activities that reflect that you can be trusted, that you are reliable, that you are honest. Integrity. Those are the 4 components it is that I wanted to focus on in terms of my experience being in over 28 industries, coaching national brands in 8 different markets all over America, coaching small groups and coaching one-on-one clients. This is the juice. These are the components that build trust and or rebuild trust in our lives, in our professional lives, and also in our relationships. Thank you so much for checking out this video, tuning into this video, watching this video. I hope this video will bring major value to what it is that you do in life, leadership, and business. And as always, thank you, because we're about these 2 things in this community that I call the village, right? Working to be your best and living your best life. In that, if you found value in this video, please press the like button, comment, and subscribe. I will see you on the next video. Thank you so much for tuning in. One love always, and much respects. It's your boy, Coach V. One love. Peace.